So I'm here today with this cute little thing, no makeup on, but whatever. And it's something they have in Japan here where they pull your hair back to wash your face with. Cute little ears, it's fuzzy and warm. So on that note, it kind of leads into what the video is going to be about today, which is going to be things you can find at pharmacy type places here in Japan. Things like face wash, stuff like this, medicine, Band-Aids, that kind of stuff, toothpaste, just the things that will be your kind of go-to if you're coming to Japan or you don't know about the things here, like I didn't know. These are some things to get. So, as far as pharmacies go here in Japan, they seem to separate things a lot. They have a store for groceries, they have a store for clothes, they have a store for electronic gadgetry and household items. So you have to go to each individual store. There's not many Walmart type places in Japan, except for the big mall, which is, I haven't shown you guys that yet. It's just a big mall, kind of looks like American malls. And except for the Don Quixote place across the street, I have a video on that too. That kind of has a mishmash of things, but even that place, even Don Quixote, doesn't have a pharmacy. Pharmacies are specific places you have to go to get these things. Out of the things I'm going to show you today, I did find the face wash items and pads sort of things for period times at normal stores, but even then it has to be like a store like Don Quixote. It's not going to be at your grocery store. You can't just stop by and grab some pads because you're in a period or something. There's no real way to do that here. So, anyways, we'll just get right into it. So as far as, we'll just do, since this is on, we'll just start with the face products. So this is the face wash that I have here. So it's Biore, which is nice, but then some Japanese, and the back is Japanese. Now again, that symbol there means it's plastic for recycling, if you saw the recycling video. So, and then the way they do it here is you buy this and then they have refill bags that you just keep refilling it, which is nice. But you don't even save that much money. It's only like $1 less. Or you could just keep buying these. But I'd rather just refill it because, again, having to recycle these all the time. And everything's in small quantities. Sometime I'll show you the cleaners. The cleaners are like this much big. They're tiny, and we're so used to bigger bottles in America. But that's a face wash. Then there is an acne type face wash, which I don't really use that often, especially since it's been getting a little cooler here. But when I first came here, I only had a few breakouts. I don't really have acne prone skin, but I got it anyway. So here's what it looks like. And sometimes it'll say English, like this says acne clear here. I don't know if it's focusing, but it says acne clear. So sometimes it gives you hints. The rest is all just Japanese on the back. There's no getting around it. Yeah. It doesn't even say how many ounces in English, and then there's not even that in numbers. But it's made in Japan. Okay, then on that note, they do have, which I thought was cool, the Biore black head strips that you can get in the US. They do have them here with the little instructions on the back on how to do it. They have them in white and they have them in black. So I thought that was cool. They had that there. Also, they have, now how they do makeup removers, I haven't seen many bottles of makeup remover. So they seem to do this wipes situation where there's a little pack, and it only has like 10 inside. There's only 10 of them in there. And these are like $3, so you spend like $2 or $3 on a pack of 10. It seems very wasteful. And they do actually wear a decent amount of makeup here because it's considered rude to not wear makeup here, even if you're just going to the store. And they're going to have to just pardon me being foreign and stuff, but if I'm just walking across the street to get groceries, I'm going to look like this. I'm not going to have makeup on to go grab, some water, some vegetables across, I'm not gonna dress up for you. I'm sorry, Japan, I'm sorry. So, okay, then we can find all these things in a normal store. I'll show you more things we can find in a normal store. So this is the toothpaste in Japan. I love the pictures. Then I know it's toothpaste. Gets between your teeth and stuff. The only way I'm able to tell flavors is like it's green and there's a mint leaf, so it has to be mint flavored. There's another one we just finished that is orange, and then here there's a symbol of a fruit that looks like an orange, so you know it's orange flavored. Band-Aids look like that. Now what the Band-Aids here are amazing. Let me show you the back where it shows your injury. I don't know why my camera's not focusing today. And you can see the droplets of water, so it's waterproof. These are amazing. We got hurt, what was it? When we first came here, I sort of forgot how to ride a bike. I mean, I know how to ride a bike, but you know, it's like riding a bike. We have bicycles here, and I'll do a transportation video too to explain that kind of stuff. And it has a child seat on the back, which I've never done that before. And having that extra weight, plus not riding a bike for like a couple decades, just driving. You know, you think of the last time you actually rode a bike on the streets, a lot of us are like, what? Do they do that anymore? They do. And I was trying to avoid hitting a pedestrian walking, and I avoided him, because that was the focus. I didn't want to hurt anyone. But then I scraped my elbow on a wall. It's all better. But their Band-Aids are, you know, similar to America's and stuff, but they have this clear so you can see your injury all the way through. There's no, I don't want to open it in case we need to use it, but you know how in America there'll be like a white pad here in the center, and that part you put on your injury, and the rest is clear. This is all just clear. You see your full injury and everything, but the weird thing is I kind of almost want to get injured. You put it on you, let's say our injury is in the center here. The center part will pull out a bit and form like a liquid bubble mass around your injury. And it's really weird. You look like you have a giant, because it's skin colored. Maybe not for some people, but this is basically skin colored for me. So I look like I have a giant blister on my arm. And you can't see the injury because it starts to cloud up and pull away from the injury and holds this moisture stuff there, which works as like, it's lined with basically like a, what do you call it? Neosporin sort of material. So it's pulling it out from your injury and then moisturizing it with like a Neosporin that's built into the Band-Aids here. So it starts making it better very quickly, and it was amazing. I thought it was amazing. I wasn't expecting it either, so I was like, what's happening? What's going on? Why am I having this three-dimensional blister thing happening? So worth it, though. So worth it. And I don't know if it's just this brand, but it's amazing. And it really is water. When they say waterproof here, they mean seriously, it's waterproof. And when you took the Band-Aid off, you know how in America you have like that tacky residue around the edge? Not a thing here. So some things are much better in Japan. Okay, and I have to do a little rant here, just a little one. So being a woman in Japan is difficult. I won't do a separate video, so I guess I'll just talk about it here. It's difficult here because they still kind of put you in that category, like back in the 50s in America. They're not expecting you to have a job. They're not expecting you to, like when I went to the gym before, I lift weights. I just do, because you should, right? And men kind of acted like, do you not know that the treadmills are over there? You should be doing cardio. What are you doing? You know? And they treat you differently in stores and things. They don't expect you to be speaking much. They don't expect you to kind of have an opinion of your own. And I guess they're not consulting women as far as the products to store in their stores. So, in America, and this is, I'm just going to talk about pads. The tampons are exactly the same as American tampons. Exactly the same. But pads are different, so that's why I'm going to show pads. In America, you have quite a wide variety of, I guess I should say, leakage protection, right? You have the liners that are really thin. You have the middle way ones where you're like on day 3 or 4 of your period, and you need a little more protection than just a liner, but you don't need a boat in there. You don't need like a napkin roll stuck down there, you know, sort of level. Here, there's either the very small, thin liner type or you have a boat. There's no middle, which sucks because day 3 and 4, you gotta shove a whole paper towel roll down there type because a liner's not gonna be enough. I know this part's a little TMI and I'm sorry. I'll try to get through it quickly. But this is the liner type. Right, it's really thin, has the little clasp like normal. I'll just open it, whatever. And it's very thin. Very, very, very thin. So it's like a liner, you know. Don't worry, I'm not going to do a demonstration. It's not even that time anyway. But very, very thin liner type. Or, which is depicted by the moon, this gigantic, and it's long. It's so long. You think it's going to end, and it doesn't. There's a whole nother gigantic and thick. This is like a diaper on a person that's not a child. And so that's it. You either have this little tiny thing or this gigantic thing. There's nothing in between. And that irks me. I feel like maybe they didn't consult many women when making these products. That has always irked me. Speaking of that, it's hard to get birth control here. Because as a woman, and maybe it's because it's Japan and the population's declining here, they don't want you to have birth control. So it would take a lot of paperwork. You have to go to an actual doctor. They have to prescribe. You can't just stop by a Planned Parenthood and be like, I want some birth control, and that's fine. It's a long process here. We decided not to go through the process. So I used to get them once every 3 months I'd have a period. But now it's once every month, which sucks. And it sucks even more that you don't have a good variety of pads. Anyway, let's say you have a cold. Okay, here's some medicine for a cold. So here is the normal sort of pills that you'd expect to take on a cold. None of it's in English. We had to kind of look online to figure out which one we should get. I don't remember what they call it, but this is just, and inside is just normal capsules that look like the yellow one. We haven't had a cold yet, so it's unopened. But I did have a sore throat situation that happened. So I did get some cough drops. So this is their cough drop. This is what you're going to find in most cases. And it's really weird because they are big. And they're square shaped and they're so sticky. I'm not going to take it out now, but when it's stuck to the wrapper so hard. And that's the symbol for how to recycle it on the individual items. But it's so sticky. You try to take it off and it sticks to itself so bad and it sticks to your fingers and you have to peel it off your fingers into your mouth. It's horrible. Especially in the middle of the night when you just need a cough drop to get through the next couple hours of sleeping and you have this thing stuck to it and then it sticks to your fingers and then it sticks to everything. Somehow one morning I woke up and it was just stuck to my pillowcase. It apparently didn't even make it to my mouth. I washed the pillowcase, don't worry, it's fine now, but I woke up and it didn't get in my hair, luckily, it was just stuck to the pillowcase. These are horrible. I finally did end up finding, though, normal cough drops, and they're unopened, because I found them right at the end, and hopefully they're not going to be sticky, and they're normal. And this, I don't know, you probably couldn't tell when I held it up, it's gigantic. So when you have it in your mouth, it's there's no, and when you try to sleep with it, you usually have it tucked between your cheek and your teeth, right? So you don't choke on it. But it was so uncomfortable. It was huge and pushing out. So maybe these ones will be normal. But this is the one I found everywhere. This was rare. I don't know where I ended up finding it, but I just grabbed it. Because it was rare to find. Also on the cold, there are these things which are for a cold. You can see her being sick. And it's just, this is also how they have their pills. It's a bag inside a box. And there's pills in here. They're normal pills. But they're inside a bag that's then put into a box. Don't know. But I did try these during that time I had the sore throat situation. There were 2 bags in here. Now there's just one left because I used the other one. And they're not coated at all. They tasted horrible. Anyway, let's say you have an upset stomach now. I'm sorry. There's this for you. This, and I don't have upset stomach. These two medicines I'm about to show you are for my husband. He tends to have, I don't think he necessarily has IBS, but his stomach gets upset quite a lot. So in America, we were always having charcoal pills just on the regular for him. But, so these two things are for him mainly. This is a packet. You can see in the picture, you add to water, and you drink that. It's like a medicine packet for water. I think he tried one and it was horrible. We can open it up, so the individual packets. And these are two, actually. You pour some into water, and I think he tried one and said it was very medicinal tasting, and he just has never gone back to this since. But it was fast acting. So if you have stomach issues, you want something fast acting, and you can take a little bit of a weird taste, just eat a candy after, you know what I mean? No problem. This one, okay, I smell so bad. So bad. I'll tell you a story about it in a second. This is what it looks like. Okay. And now this is outside of the box. We got rid of the box, but it's a little orange box, and it has just a bunch of symbols. No English again. But it smells so bad. Like, I'm trying to hold it away from my face. It's horrible. And the smell permeates everything. I smell it across the house. Granted, houses in Japan are not that big, but I smell it everywhere. So one time it was driving me crazy because it smells like very medicinal, of course, very earthy smell, but also a sour kind of garbage smell mixed with it. It's like a medicinal garbage sour smell. And it was driving me crazy. Now I just keep it in his office and close the door so I don't have to smell it. But for a while I had it with all this medicinal things. I put it in 2 Ziploc bags and I still smelt it. Not across the house, but every time I walked in the bathroom with the medicine kit, every time I walked in the bathroom I smelt it. Even in 2 Ziploc bags. So it's in John's office and the door is closed most of the time so I don't have to smell it anymore. And he swears by it. It works really well. I don't know if you can tell this. Again, no English. I don't know. But it worked really well. Another one that's unopened, we've never used it, but it's very popular here, is Chocolate BB. It's supposed to work for skin troubles, for acne, for mouth ulcers. I guess they're really, really good at mouth ulcers, but they're pills, so I don't know. And I don't know if that's the same thing as like a cold sore. I think mouth ulcers are inside your mouth. I don't know. I've never had a mouth ulcer, and I don't really know why we got this. When we first came here, we looked up medicine that you should get in Japan. So this was just included in it, and so we just got it, and I don't know. It's supposed to help with your skin. Again, I'm not very acne prone. I don't have many skin issues, but maybe in the winter, when it starts becoming winter, these will help with the skin dryness. I'm not sure. Again, it's unopened. You can see the plastic on it. I don't know if we'll ever use it. Okay, speaking of the time of the month with pads, there is cramp medication called Eve. Isn't that appropriately named? Not Adam, Eve, because she gets periods, and not Adam. There are different, this is an extreme version for super cramps. I have to say, just as a general rule for all the medicine here, it is not even half as powerful as the medicine in America. And Japan will admit it. They'll admit it. So, I mean, I do have crazy cramps, again, TMI, on my period, but only the first maybe 2 days, 2 to 3 days, and they're pretty bad. But I've never taken medicine for it. I always just deal with it. Like, just bite the bullet, deal with it. But I tried taking some. In America, at one point, it was getting bad. I took it, and it was much better. This one, Eve, does not seem to do much. It takes it off, the edge off a little, but not much. I mean, it's like it goes from stabbing to just mere cutting. Still gonna hurt. Okay, and then our last one, Bufferin, is headache medication, or just pain alleviation in general. And you know, since it's open, we have used it for headaches before. It's just the normal white strips, pills. Again, with how to recycle it on every individual item. And this is the box, how to recycle it. It's burnable. It's burnable, guys. So anyway, again, not nearly as effective. Bufferin is just a holdover. When I go back to the U.S. in December, I'll probably be bringing back with me lots of ibuprofen and Tylenol and things, because it's not nearly, I mean, I would have to overdose on them to feel anything, and of course I don't want to do that. I've used it a couple times when it's gotten real bad, because I've burned myself out of the American medicine I came here with, because I didn't come with much. I knew they had medicine here, and I thought actually Japan medicine would be better, just like their technology is, and just like their bathtub situation is amazing. There's different things in Japan that are great. So I kind of thought medicine would be on par with that, but it's not. So if you come here, you're visiting, please bring your own pain medication. Apparently, though, the stomach medication, these two work really well. They're very effective here. So it depends what you look for. But if it's pain medication, like this is for I almost said birth control, that this is for periods, and that this is for headaches, these will help you a little. It'll take the edge off a bit, but please do not expect to feel anything near the relief that you get from. So if the medicine in the U.S. doesn't seem to be working for you, don't even bother with the medicine here as far as that's concerned. But anyways, so I hope you've enjoyed pharmacy / goods, things that you can get in Japan. So, and I hope you enjoyed my cat ears. Anyways, thank you so much and have a good day. Bye!